Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
Hello viewers, we continue to focus on the needs of the elderly in this episode of Mind Watch. In the evening years of their lives, the elderly are entitled to the best. But in the hustle and bustle of modern day living, they are often left to fend for themselves, leading to feelings of isolation, loneliness, boredom and rejection, not knowing what to do with themselves. How can these negative factors influence the health of the elderly? Can something be done to negate the effects of these factors? What is the meaning of a healthy lifestyle for the aged? Let's find out in this episode.
The twilight years of one's life can be enriched with a positive, healthy lifestyle. If one blends in the right ingredients, such as a continued zest for living, adequate physical and mental activity, a meaningful daily routine, pursuit of one's interests and hobbies, and active socialization. Let's examine some common myths that project old people as spent forces, living a forlorn life. Old age is often a synonym for disease and disability.
But actually, the fact is, it need not be so if you take care of health and diet.
Old people are spent forces.
No, the fact is, they can contribute in their own unique ways and their experiences.
Exercising is too strenuous for the aged.
Actually, age-appropriate exercise under supervision is good at any age.
The old have nothing new to look forward to.
On the contrary, there is no limit for learning or new experiences.
The old should not bother about their appearance.
But actually, looking good contributes towards feeling good. A healthy lifestyle would mean different thing to different people. But in general, a lifestyle connotes a way of living, the way of experiencing, thinking, feeling and behaving. So a positive way of living would constitute a healthy lifestyle.
सवाल जिंदगी का है, जीवन तो जीना ही होगा, जीना भी लेकिन कला है, और चाहो तो सीखो और जी लो, वरना ये सर की बला है.
It's a question of life. One has to live, but then the way in which you choose to live is important. Otherwise, everything else is meaningless. Life is the most precious gift of the Almighty. But to have a healthy lifestyle is essential, which includes your attitude, your temperament, your thoughts and beliefs.
संस्कार इन सब को उसे व्यक्त करना होता है.
हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल मेरे ख्याल से
According to me, a healthy lifestyle is a perfect balance of mind and body. As one ages, there is some decline in a person's health. But to keep oneself healthy and self-sufficient, besides being helpful to others, would be an ideal state to be in. We should not become dependent on others, but instead contribute in some way or another.
और उसी के साथ हम दूसरों के लिए भी उपयोगी रहें.
I think keeping yourself busy, occupied, being useful to the society and having a good set of friends.
See, there are three aspects of the life: proper food, proper thought and proper behavior. Now, it's difficult to define what is proper, but I find people don't eat properly at any time. Their thoughts are negative and behavior is absolutely negative. So if one is able to maintain and discipline some sort of balance between the three aspects, the life can become easier.
Stress, an inevitable part of life, but in the advancing years, it plays a much more crucial role. Breakdown of family ties, rapidly changing social norms and depleting physical and mental abilities make the old particularly vulnerable to stress.
The stresses are unavoidable in today's circumstances, and the stresses were always there right from the millions of years. Different types of stresses. Today, the stress situations have changed. The most important thing, how do you effectively manage your stress? Now, stresses are caused, I think, due to the fact that the expectations are too high. You want to achieve something, you are not able to achieve. With the result, your human relationship, it suffers. You become self-centered. You are not able to look to the other's viewpoint. There is no give and take. So the important thing is, how do you manage your stress? If you can manage your stress properly, the things can become very easy.
Though old age is a period for relaxation and leisure, simple routine work that is not too strenuous for the body, nor taxing for the mind, can provide the much needed impetus to keep oneself usefully engaged. This might help in keeping the body in shape, as well as fight off the sense of boredom and lethargy that generally sets in during those years.
If you keep yourself busy and active, you stay healthy. But if you completely stop working, you ruin your health. I also agree to this. If you keep yourself busy, your mind will not be full of worries. The more a person works, the more he gets exhausted and the better his sleep. And if a person sleeps well, he feels relaxed. Otherwise, he will get more disturbed.
सोचने से ये है कि नेचुरल है कि उसका माइंड डाइवर्ट होगा और पहले की बातें सोचेगा करेगा.
जब तक मनुष्य काम करता रहता है तब तक वो उसमें
Till the time a person is working, he remains busy and occupied. He does not get time to sit and brood. But once a person retires, he might find it extremely difficult to pass his time. This lack of any active routine can give way to a lot of worries and problems. He may become too preoccupied with negativity and failures. But on the other hand, if the person utilizes this post-retirement period constructively, these types of self-defeating, anxious, negative, and depressive features would not bother you. You will not get any time to think negatively.
I think if you make yourself useful to society, that itself becomes an incentive to remain active. And if you are active, you will always be finding yourself worth the thing you are doing.
In the old age, one must be active. If he remains inactive or passive, on the contrary, his health deteriorates. He gets sick and he idles his time, and on the contrary, he becomes troublesome and bothersome in the family.
Every old man after retirement, they must do and engage themselves cheerfully, that they are all the time must keep themselves busy.
The other thing is that if you can engage yourself in some or the other activities which can give you some income, as well as which can bring in a role for you in the society, then the other things also can be overcome.
If they don't want to earn more money, they can do work, honorary work, some physical, some administrative, they can do also. That is also a good food for their mind.
The importance of regular, disciplined daily routine along with purposeful work cannot be underestimated for the elderly. It not only keeps them healthy physically and mentally, but also ensures a good sleep at night.
It is very important to have discipline in your daily life. This is because your physical processes are linked up with it. If you sleep late, if you get up late, or one day you sleep early, then the next day you sleep late, it will change your habits as well as the physical processes, and it will affect your health.
A good night's sleep restores the mind and body to vitality. Though reduced sleeping hours are characteristic of old age, severe sleep disturbances may need the help of a medical professional.
A balanced, nutritious diet is important for everyone, but especially so for the elderly because of their special needs, requirements, and dietary habits?
Well, there are certain definite changes which need to be made in the diet of the aged. Cut down on the calories. See, when you, for an example, we are taking a man or a woman of 65 years, start from the caloric requirements which were there at 40 years, from 40 to 50 reduced by 5%, 50 to 60 again reduced by 5%, and 60 to 70, and then onwards you have to reduce by 10%. And as far as proteins, fats and other vitamins and minerals go, the requirements are the same.
Let's have a good protein combination by a cereal pulse combination, which is as good as a non-veg protein. Taking that with a jaggery, which is better than sugar, makes sure that the iron content also improves. Green vegetables are not only a good source of calcium, but a good source of iron too, which are not expensive. So using seasonal fruits and vegetables, one can make sure that adequate nutrition is met with.
Give them foods rich in fiber and unsaturated fats. I would like to make mention of some foods specially, like give them apples, oat bran, legumes pulses, and foods which are rich in unsaturated fats and low cholesterol.
One should take care of one's diet. You must eat as per your health requirements. If you eat more than what you can digest, it will create problems.
After 40, you cannot indefinitely or indiscriminately keep your diet. You have to look after your diet. Being very fussy also is not good, which is very common with the old people. Amount and the quality and quantity and they are very, and then in addition taste, they are quite particular about it. It is good to be particular but not be too sophisticated, too much bothered about it.
There can be certain general norms which we should adhere to when we are planning the diet for them. But each and every old person should be taken as an individual, study the food habits of that individual, and then keeping in mind the diet, which should be a balanced, good, healthy diet to keep that old aged person healthy.
Besides adequate and nutritious diet, age-appropriate exercises or yoga go a long way in creating a healthy lifestyle for the elderly.
Beginning the day with light exercises or yoga can ensure an energetic, cheerful day ahead that keeps the elderly in good spirits. Besides, exercise tones up the muscular system, improves cardiovascular efficiency, and boosts the immune system, apart from providing opportunities for being outdoors and enjoying nature.
Exercise, particularly in the old age, is something very essential for the reason that, of course, it is not remedy to cure your old age, but it is something which activates your body. All the limbs of the body get into action and they are in the movement. That brings a little tone up in your whole system. The blood in your body moves at a little better pace than what it is, and that is what activating of the limbs is the main reason why one comes out for a walk.
Exercise can be done at any age, provided we have been doing it regularly. There is no age limit to it. If one is used to exercising since the younger days, you can easily continue it in the old age. I myself have been coming here for a morning walk very regularly since about 7-8 years, and I find it extremely beneficial.
Regularly morning walk में आता हूँ और exercises करता हूँ.
Asanas are not physical exercises, or they are not gymnastic exercises, they are not aerobic exercises. Asanas are defined as postures. They help, their main purpose is to mind, stability of the mind. Basically everything leads to the mind. Now when you do asanas, gradually there is a relaxation. Now doing asanas without relaxation has no meaning.
योगिक एक्सरसाइज करने से एक
With regular practice of yogic exercise, you can learn to control your anger. You become a much more calmer and cooler person. You can actually face adverse situations with utmost peace without losing self-control. The person is able to develop a peaceful approach towards life, and this, I think, is the biggest advantage of practicing yoga regularly.
बड़ा पीसफुल अप्रोच हो जाती है.
Previously, I used to have an anger which they find that I have now victory over my anger and other greed, which I am a total free from all these vices. Now I am taken a lot of virtues with the help of knowledge and yoga.
For anything you want to do, there must be regularity. If it is not done properly every day, then see, your body or the mind doesn't get used to it. It must be done to a point where it becomes a part of your system.
Besides providing that extra punch in life, recreational activities also provide an opportunity for sharing and socializing with members of all age groups. It provides an opportunity to talk about the different experiences, wisdom, sorrows, joys, successes, and failures. It also mitigates the sense of loneliness and increases self-confidence.
Old age provides ample opportunities for the elderly to catch up on lost moments with their family, friends, and other relatives. Participating in playful activities with grandchildren can be a source of immense joy that can revive the youthful spirit in them. Recreational activities, hobbies, and other creative pursuits further leads to a sense of fulfillment.
हॉबी वर्ड ही मेरे लिए बड़ा एक इंस्पायरिंग वर्ड है, क्योंकि मेरी खुद अपनी बहुत सी हॉबीज हैं. रीडिंग.
The term hobby itself is so inspiring for me. That's because I have quite a few hobbies: reading, writing, painting, etc. I also enjoy making artistic objects from waste materials. But I think each one of us has something very unique: our experiences, our perceptions, and sensitivity. Now, these are things which need an expression.
छोटी-छोटी चीजों के सहारे क्रिएटिविटी में वो चीजें निकलती हैं.
इस एज में जब फुर्सत हो जाती है,
In this particular phase of life, when the person is free from his liabilities and he is no longer caught up in creating a place for himself in the society and is financially secure, he has ample time to fulfill all his creative desires, which he has always had, but because of other commitments could never indulge in. Now is the time when he can enjoy his favorite pastimes.
स्पेस है तो वो सब कुछ कर सकता है.
One feels a lot of vacuum in his life, and that vacuum can be filled up with the help of our own colleagues, contemporaries, and that gives a very convenient get together and very easy pastime.
और कुछ नहीं तो आप बच्चों को लेकर बैठ जाइए अपने.
If nothing else, spend some time with the younger ones. Share your experiences with them, which would increase their knowledge.
दोबारा मजा आएगा उस चीज को करने में.
See, the biggest thing is the feeling of being wanted. See, when you are in a group, you have a feeling that somebody needs you, you are wanted. That gives you that meaningful life that you want to live. And this is what I call positive thinking also.
Positive thinking and attitude are the very basis of a healthy lifestyle for the elderly, seeing them through not only in times of crisis but on a day-to-day basis. Spirituality, often seen in advancing years, is the very basis by which positive thinking could be achieved. Spirituality need not mean only religion. It can be a way of attaining peace and contentment.
Spirituality जो है वो
Spirituality is a perfect reconciliation with one's circumstances. These days everything is changing rapidly and one must accept it and try and adjust. But by this I don't mean that you become passive. Adjustment means that you should be satisfied within yourself and be able to pass on the happiness to others.
अपने आप भी खुशी लेने वाला.
Spirituality सबसे पहली चीज जो देती है,
Spirituality gives you peace and a tremendous amount of contentment and satisfaction.
आनंद.
लेकिन आध्यात्मिक व्यक्ति,
a spiritually inclined person finds it easier to work without actually feeling overburdened or disturbed. In fact, spirituality is a source of tremendous power. Thus, it is important for a person to have a spiritual inclination.
इसलिए आध्यात्मिकता बहुत आवश्यक है।
तो जहाँ जीवन में
Just like the human body needs good nutritious food for growth, our soul also needs a spiritual input for its transcendence. A healthy diet ensures a healthy body, and a spiritually inclined, disciplined lifestyle ensures a life full of peace, contentment, and harmony. This is not something which happens overnight, but needs to be patiently developed.
की भी बड़ी आवश्यकता है जो सदाचार जीवन में उससे उपलब्ध होता है।
For spirituality, we need not go to the temple, we need not go to the ashrams or read books and all. We have to follow our consciousness. And if we want some guidance, there will be guidelines over there.
Whatever the path one chooses, what matters the most is how satisfied and contented a person feels after sailing across so many ups and downs of life. Here are a few tips to be kept in mind.
Keep his or her environment safe and consistent. Involve him or her in daily activities. Encourage age and health appropriate exercises. Seek immediate medical help if required for the elderly. And here are some tips for the elderly. Develop a regularity in your routine and do simple exercises. Take care of yourself. Be with family, friends, children, and participate actively. Develop a positive attitude in life.
It's important to realize that old age is just another phase of transition, another milestone in the developmental process. It is not a pause, nor that one should stop living life to the fullest. Old people can also look forward to the future with enthusiasm and wonderment as much as they did in their youth. A healthy lifestyle, positive attitude, and a zest for life are the ingredients that add glow to these golden years. So till we meet again, have a happy life and healthy living.
Silent in your tears, wasted in your years. When you cry alone. Recourse to fantasy, living with insanity. Another night beside the phone. Close your mind, feel the pain. Seek your meaning by my watch. Cage the war within. In the bin, curl up with your memories, togetherness and harmony.